God, it's like putting together a big old gigantic jigsaw puzzle. I love it. I love it though, but it's just like
It's like, and this is like the heist squad.
What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you can already see the beautiful Mikel-Claire.
Number 2.
What? Yeah, episode 2. Yes, Severance, season 2, episode 2. So you are doing the double doozy. Listen, make sure you stay to the very end, because you already know me and Mikel-Claire. We're going to chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth, if you will, over the things we've enjoyed and over some of the things we may be scratching our heads about. So without any further ado, let's get started.
You didn't like my joke, ladies and gentlemen?
Thanks, Apple.
Oh! Wow! Wow, you caught me slipping.
David! No. Listen, we're not happy. We're miserable. They torture us down there. We're prisoners! She's alive!
And we're back.
So this is you now?
Okay.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Wow. So she knew that he severed out.
She knew something.
What's my name?
Persephone.
Can you spell that?
No.
Babe.
Okay.
No, he's like, what just happened?
Yeah, he has no idea.
Yeah, I'm glad they're going to talk about that. Like, what happened when they came back?
Yeah, like, what do they know? What do they remember? If anything, right?
Yeah.
Like, does he recognize that that's the therapist? Not this guy.
Well, yeah,
not
you
the
wonder
outie.
if they're lingering memories or in their real reality now.
Yeah, because look at her.
Yeah. She grabbed her neck. Remember she tried to hang herself? Uh-oh. Who this?
Wasn't that her? That's not her dad? No.
Yeah, you
Oh, that's
blew the
their
spot
dad.
up. Yeah. He like, what just happened? Are you?
How dare you, backhand?
Oh,
He seems like a backhand. Like he got a strong backhand.
he looks like he's got the recipe from the Colonel.
That too, but strong backhand. Does he realizes what happened, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously
Yeah, I
he
think
should.
so.
He's like the king bee, the kingpin.
I'll have someone from the floor liaise with the outies.
I need to find out who they talk to promptly.
They can't uncork that genie. It's at the bottom.
He said we need to find out who they talked to, but who did they even talk to? Their outies. So it's like their outies wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying?
The thrill is gone.
Milkshake in the building.
Wow.
Find out every word they said and who they said it to.
And shall I fire them?
Let Kier guide your hand.
Of course.
And so I'd be like, is that a yes or a no, homie? That's what I'd be like, please tell me what we talk about.
Y'all gonna pray over this? Is that how that goes?
There was some interesting theories in the comments from the first episode. I don't know how I feel about reading them. I mean, they're good theories, but now I'm like, kind of have like a watchful eye for certain things. Damage control.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at what's her face, Miss Casey.
Please.
No, not Miss Casey. Harmony. My bad. Harmony.
We've commandeered the footage taken by guests. Natalie is already doing outreach to media. And the Severn employees who were involved are being dealt with.
How will I be dealt with?
She better get her job back. Well,
No,
she
this
got
was right
fired.
after, yeah.
That's right.
Thank you for acting so quickly.
Again.
You saved us from disaster.
Look at her bodyguard, dude.
Will Mr. Egan be joining?
Just me. I personally owe you a debt of gratitude.
It cost me dearly.
It did.
She doesn't get her thruple. Her thruple's been severed.
Which is why we'd like to ask you back.
Oh, got your job back.
No, I don't think this is legit. If it is, she's gonna say no.
No, she's gonna take that job.
Well, then why is Milchick there?
Apology
Yeah, an apology.
is warranted.
I I apologize. My father apologizes. The board apologizes.
How do you know? You don't even talk to
They've
them.
treated you poorly.
She speaks on their behalf.
You think it's a sincere apology?
No, that's why she's still fired.
Well, she just got her job back.
I thought this was.
Welcome your contrition.
I'm so glad.
No, I thought this was right after, so she still doesn't have her job.
I
Remember?
need to interview Dylan G to see how he gained access to
We
that.
have something else in mind.
Yeah, see, she has a different job. She's not. Remember, Milchick has her job. Milchick has her
I'd
job.
like to offer you a promotion.
Upgrade.
I don't trust it. But I don't trust anything they say, remember?
Severance Advisory Council.
Oh.
She's had some work done since
I
last
never
season.
heard of such a thing.
It's a brand new initiative. You'd be spearheading its formation.
Oh.
Your expertise is greatly valued.
She's about to go.
Ape-ish.
No, she's
Yeah.
about to just be completely mistreated somehow.
Which is why I should be running the severed floor.
Mr. Milchick has been promoted to floor manager.
Remember? Is this your outie or your innie? Do you remember that happening?
You don't value me.
Oh, she got hired. That's what I was saying. I was like, they hired her back.
You fear me.
Not as
Yes,
Milchick.
she. Yeah. Control what you fear.
We fear no one. And if we didn't hold you in such high esteem, we wouldn't be making this generous offer.
I'll put some thought to it.
Thank you for coming in, Harmony.
He must be the heavy,
Mr. Drummond will see you out.
literally and figuratively.
I don't need an escort.
What'd she say?
I don't need an escort.
Well,
Who do you think he's gonna go grab?
I think he's going home. I don't think he's going to talk to anybody yet.
Oh, wonder what lecture she gonna give herself.
I made the poor decision to consume alcohol while on a non-lumen medication for an arm rash. This had an inebriating effect, which caused me to say some deeply regrettable things.
Mr. Milchick,
Oh, that's who we went to go see.
is everything all right?
How's your night been, Mr. Bailiff?
Hey, do you remember?
Wonderful. And you're feeling well?
Oh, God. What did I eat in there?
We just need to know if anything of note occurred. Anything at all.
Why don't you tell me what's going on, Mr. Milchick?
I've been reminded just how seriously my family's company affects the lives of real people around the world.
They lied about all the exposure to the world.
Of course they did. You knew that, though.
You know your innie is a friend of mine. I feel confident he'd approve of me saying so. And he's a man of principle, which is rare. Which is what makes this so difficult.
What?
You're firing me.
When Lumen falters, it's our cherished workers and their families who suffer first.
Cause remember, it was like, what, 5 months?
That's what he said, yeah.
It was brief but violent, and I regret to say that you were the aggressor. I'm afraid we've no choice but to terminate your employment effective immediately.
So that's crazy.
You can't just do that. What happened? Did I break something? I can pay. I have cash upstairs.
Dang.
What am I supposed to tell my wife?
This was a joke and a lie.
I'm sorry.
I'm committed to this company with every part of me.
That's confusing. I'm
Well,
curious
I
to see-
mean, we got a whole 5 months of stuff to fill in the blank. Because they obviously get their jobs back because we saw in the first episode that they're there. So it's just, we got to see what happens in that time.
Well, the innies got their job back,
Like you.
but I don't know what the outies think. It'd be interesting to see how they reconcile all this.
My goodness. That's a lot. Huh. That was an intro. Hey, the new intro.
Is it new?
Yeah.
Remember the colors.
Yeah.
It says red now. Ew. Oh, yeah, the balloons. Remember it had his face on there?
That?
That's the inside of somebody.
That's
yeah.
a brain matter or something.
Look, he's sleeping.
Oh.
Innie and outie. Okay, babies or something.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that they try to pull out. Okay. Huh. There's the goats.
At least it has a little
thing.
little thing so you can use the restroom.
This kind of disturbing.
So was the last one.
Ah. What the heck? What the hell is going on? What?
Why are you so traumatized by AI?
That's just weird and I don't know.
Don't punish
It's just
the baby,
disturbing.
Rickon. This wasn't its fault.
Of course.
Don't punish the baby.
Good night, Rebecca.
What you think she's gonna do? You gonna drop kick the baby?
And I think that your workie was excited. I have to say, Mark, he really is a jewel.
You're worky.
Obviously, I was referencing the baby.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay?
Yes. No, yeah, I agree. I think Rickon is right.
They know something, don't they?
Babe, will you take her for a second?
Well, I mean, they knew straight up that it was
So
an innie.
let's.
No, I mean that the wife is alive.
Maybe. That's why they're asking questions.
And then when Patton found Eleanor.
Saved her, I'd still say.
Okay, whatever. Yes, you still had it with you.
Okay, and Eleanor was in the study because
Because Mrs. Selvig left her in there.
Perhaps Cobelvig would be a helpful nomenclature?
And assuming that. Sorry, I'm just exhausted. It's been a weird fucking night, Mark.
Oh my God.
Why are you getting aggressive
my
with me right now?
God.
How is that aggressive?
Mark's workie went to great lengths to awaken himself, to alert us to abuses. He was inspired by my book. He found great meaning in it, profundity.
You know he loved that part.
Oh, I would.
Yeah. I mean, for them, that book was like the Bible.
Yeah.
Why are you being a dick to me? I'm trying to help you.
I'm just trying to get.
Dr. Hale.
Good evening.
Milchick.
Is Mark Scout here by chance?
Yes.
Time to get fired, brother.
Come in.
Come in. Not with my baby here.
Mr. Scout. I imagine you have a few questions.
You think?
Oh, you could say that.
May I sit with you?
Right this way.
Not in my house. It's probably like midnight because they just have this party. I'd be like, nah, homie.
You must be Devin.
Mark might be keeping his cards close to his chest too because he's not unaware that some issues are going on with his innie. Because
The letter and his friend and all,
all that. So yeah.
Okay, so
That is a magnificent helmet.
Bang bang.
what happened tonight is what we call the overtime contingency. If we ever need to access your work personage off company ground.
Yeah, you never told me about this.
It seems the tech was commandeered by one of your office mates, allowing him to wake the rest of you for a period of 39 minutes.
Wow.
Innie Mark was here, in this house.
At least he's honest with Mark, though. I mean, because Mark knows more.
What did he say to you?
If I tell you, are you going to punish him for it?
We have no punishments at Lumon.
She said, uh-huh.
We're more concerned about how you're doing, Mr. Scout. I can only imagine how violated you feel by his actions.
Just wondering how common it is for your managers to commit expectation fraud against their employees' families. Pretty common?
That's disgusting.
Miss Cobel.
Yeah.
What we learned tonight is that she is quite severely unwell.
Yeah, she lives next door to me. Like, know her.
Yes.
And her behavior at Lumon seems to be the source of your innie's distress.
No.
She will never descend to that floor again.
He's not lying.
Nor bedevil you out here
Bedevil.
any further.
Okay.
I don't want to be bedeviled, do you?
No, I'd rather not.
Innie or outie?
But we do need to know what we're dealing with. Is there anything
Hearing his leather stretch.
anything
Yeah.
you can tell me?
It's unnerving to me.
I mean,
He's like, what did I say? He doesn't know.
I think we've just
Good job, sis.
said all there is to say.
He gonna have to keep it real with her.
Well, I mean, she knows some stuff now.
Of course. I'll circle back.
No need to circle back.
In the meantime, I hope to see you Monday.
Oh, so she didn't fire him. Okay.
What your innie did tonight was completely unauthorized. I'd hate to reward his courage with non-existence.
Wow, that's wild to think about that. Because you only exist if he goes to work.
They didn't fire him because they didn't get enough information out of him for what he, you know what I mean? What he knows.
You better go see him, huh?
I don't know who he's going to go see now. He already saw. He saw everybody.
No, Milchick.
Oh, you're talking about Irving.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder if he's gonna go see Miss Harmony.
I'm probably gonna try and get back in touch with the resistance. Vive la resistance.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, because she lives right next door.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, why were you suckling my niece or nephew? Yeah, see, look.
Yeah.
And she wants to throuple, so of course she's gonna be like, Mark, please come in.
Yeah, like made argument over car wash coupon.
Honey, you're cutting them wrong.
She's like, I might be happy with this dude.
I mean, they do. They are smitten with each other.
Can you imagine watching a version of yourself do their thing?
No, I can't, to be honest with you.
I think it would be hilarious. I'd be all in.
I think it depends. I mean, it's a version of yourself, but it's not you.
Yeah.
So
I think he's been
you could be like a mean, crazy person.
It's not in my spirit.
In case we do.
Just saying, I'm awesome.
You are awesome.
So it would
but
just be another awesome version of me.
Yes, you're right. There you go. That's what you want. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
Look at this. Yeah, you don't have that in your real world.
No, she sees her slip something in his pocket or something.
No, she's looking at that kiss because she don't have that in her world.
Oh, I thought.
In case we do.
She's already torturing her innie. She could at least let her innie have love.
I mean, there's nothing she could do about it.
What, about her innie?
Yeah.
I mean, we're about to find out. That was an interesting shot, too.
So is that? It's like he's in a box.
Yeah.
Looking up. Pondering life. Remember how barren it's always in there? But there's like pops of color.
I forgot about the two fish that he had, too.
There's pops of color.
Oh, well, a young man.
Who was that?
I'm assuming his sister.
This world these days.
What does their life look like when they don't have to work? Because remember, like, many people in the Severance program are doing it because they're trying to run from something.
Yeah, they all were.
And a young man.
And now you gotta face whatever that thing is now again.
Ain't nothing in this world these days.
Yeah, it's so hard to know. Like, yeah.
You got this. No pressure. Be cool.
Just gotta get another job.
Come on, Dylan, you got it. But how do you explain what you do when you're not conscious when you're doing it?
May I ask about benefits?
They should have had a life before that.
I meant healthcare benefits.
Oh, sure, yes, of course, for you, your family.
Okay, great, yeah. You know, I think this is going to be a really great fit for me, Mr. Saliba. Sorry?
How old were you when you knew you loved doors?
What?
They're so closely resembling one another. They look like they could be family.
If you could be any kind of door, what would it be?
What? What kind of question is that?
That's a question for door makers.
Pocket.
Interesting. Yes. Tell me more.
A pocket door?
Well, you're, doing your door thing. When you're not needed, you can just
tuck yourself away. Can I finish your eggshell?
Eggshell.
Semi-gloss.
Colors of like paper.
That's hot.
Doors.
You remind me of me, Dylan.
Yeah, y'all look alike.
You like kickball?
As a,
Oh, that could be Dylan's uncle.
Do I follow it professionally?
Have I
You
seen
play
the
on
movie?
Fridays. There's a fun prize if you win.
You mean a door prize?
Oh, no.
No puns, no jokes, no door jokes. Oh, you were almost in, Dylan.
A lot of short-term employment, and then Lumon, and they make their doors in-house. It's hubris.
Yeah, I was a severed employee, so.
You're a severed.
I was.
Yes. Yeah, I was. But, you know, it's just me here, and...
You know what that means.
They probably assume that he's
Well,
lazy.
Mr. George, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Or that he's not always available.
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll consider your application thoroughly.
You're not considering me at all. That's discrimination.
Mr. George, not a certain kind of two people. I mean, what do you think this is, a carpet factory? But it doesn't mean I have to hire you. And personally, I think it's abhorrent.
It's fascinating how it's associated with doors, like closed doors. All
Yeah.
these doors keep closing because they're severed people. So I like that was a door factory.
That.
Yeah. What doors can they go through now? None. No doors are opening. All doors are closed.
Read the room. I would have picked up the phone if it was good news.
Oh, I'm sorry. You'll get the next one.
Let's see if we recognize the voice.
Nice.
Stop being nice. Goodness. Dylan?
I think so.
You know what? I'll get some anyway. I'll be home soon.
Okay, bye, hon.
I was trying to see if I recognized the voice.
Yeah. Great doors. Wow.
And what about Cobel? Have you heard from her?
I went by there. No one answered the door, though.
It is his sister.
Maybe there was a way we could confirm what your innie meant.
See, I think she knows.
I know we're not supposed to contact him, but Denise is a lawyer, and apparently you can petition.
I'm quitting.
You're quitting?
Yeah.
Pull his existence.
Have you called them already?
No, I was going to do it tonight. Haven't you been trying to get me to quit that place since I got there? I thought I was finally doing what you want.
Don't you think that was strange last night? I mean, like, why was he so curious?
You remember I identified her, right?
Yes, Mark.
I saw her body.
Yeah, I know. Then it's not going to be something that continues to haunt us. You know what I mean?
Us.
Right? He's like,
Oh, really? It affected you?
Yes.
Did you have to tell her parents that she was dead? How about her students? How about this? Did your sheets smell like her for weeks afterwards? If Rickon died and his body burned, I'd be sad for you, but I wouldn't be affected.
I just want to be sure.
I am sure.
But that grief is why he got severed.
Oh, I know.
Talk to you later.
Mark.
That would be crazy, though, to hear somebody make it about them. You know what I mean?
Well, especially if you haven't gotten over it yourself.
Yeah, you're still mourning, and they want to be like, but what about me and how I feel about
Frolic?
this? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's the guy. It's the henchman. Yeah.
Yeah.
The red one. Helly.
Maybe.
Helly's always in red. Leonora Lake Apartments. I think this is Irving's place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You notice how it's all doors and windows right now. Like everything is doors and windows.
Okay. All right.
What were you about to ask?
No, I was about to ask anything. I'm just remembering what we've seen when you said that.
Oh.
Okay, you're not picking up, I get it. I want you to know I knew that.
Oh.
I thought I heard him. Once you know my innie got the message.
Yeah. From who?
Or Viva la Resistance.
Who is this?
It sounds like a motorcycle, so.
No,
I don't know.
no, that was a car.
Milchick?
It was
No?
a car.
Okay.
They're in a car, yeah. Oh, it's Bert.
Oh, wow.
Because he showed up at his house.
He showed up at his door, yeah.
How did he know he showed up at his door? Oh, because he was banging. More doors. There's a significance to all of this. How many people does it take to change light bulb? 1 innie, 2 outies, and a no, I'm kidding.
That part.
This dude is like relentless.
He wants him back. I wonder why.
Mr. Milchick?
I think because he knows too much.
Compliments of the company.
So the bird's nest? What the heck?
We got off on the wrong foot last night. Okay to talk a minute?
No!
Yeah, come on in.
What's the 34 significance?
Thank you.
Turn on some light.
So, Mr. Scout, I know you're still weighing whether to return to Lumon. I'd like to ask you a few questions that may inform your decision.
Okay.
Is that all right?
No, leave me alone.
Okay.
Terrific. First, how happy are you with your current financial compensation?
Oh, we talking a raise?
I ask because our endearment to you is such that a 20% bump is on the table.
Dang!
Did you return?
I need more than that, homie.
Wow.
You don't think that was enough?
If they want me back?
And regular wellness checks from independent orgs would help you feel more excited to return.
I don't know. Is that what they're doing?
It's the first step of many.
I don't trust it.
My third question concerns your late wife, Gemma.
Oh, you're not gonna come in here talking about that.
In your intake interview, you cited her death as a primary motivator for severing.
I can't believe he's bringing this up.
No.
You said since she died, every day feels like a year.
Dang.
That you felt like you were choking on her ghost.
He's wrong.
Do you
for
still
this.
feel that way, Mr. Scout?
He's trying to get him back.
I know, but he's still wrong for this. That
The
leather
work
is
I've come to know at Lumon
so
is
unnerving.
happy. He cares for people, and he's funny.
You see, they keep showing the red fish and the shoulder in the
He knows
background.
nothing of the pain I see in you right now. He's found love.
Love?
With Helly.
The solace you have given him down there will make its way to you. It just takes time.
Not if you don't know about it, I don't think. I don't believe that.
Mr. Scout.
They pulling all the stops. They're like, we gonna get you back.
And Milchick playing the hell out of his role, boy.
Yeah.
I'm so angry with him right now for all this manipulation. I understand it because of who he is and what he does, but I don't like it as like in terms of humanity. Bothers me.
I think that's what sold him. The fact that he is happy. Well, to find love.
Well, and his reasoning for why he did it, right? Like we always talk about, what is your why? And now his why has been reestablished again.
Well, he's not working for him. He's not selfishly going to work to run. Now he's going to work so that a version of himself can find love. At least that's what I'm pulling from it.
See, now I got the other as well.
Wonder what y'all think.
Yeah.
And now she's gonna be all in because
Satisfied with this?
His sister seems more uppity than he is.
Uppity.
I've got a floater from overseas and a pair who were laid off from 5X.
Really?
Oh, what's up with 5X?
I had
Remember
48
them?
hours.
Yeah, no, I remember them.
Oh.
Hopefully there will be some chemistry.
No.
Oh, they're trying to bring. Okay, so they tried to force the narrative. Okay.
With
We don't need
similar
chemistry.
people, remember?
Yeah.
Similar personality.
Go on ahead.
Long enough to complete Gold Harbor.
Gold Harbor.
See you tonight.
All right.
Good night, Mr. Scout.
Good night, Judd.
Good morning, Mr. Scout.
Morning, Judd.
Good morning, Mr. Scout.
Morning, Judd.
That just, whew.
Yeah.
The never-ending monotony of that just, it eats me up.
Mr. Scout?
Good night, Judd.
9:15. Why so late this go round when it was 5-something before?
Hello, is anyone there? Is the board on? It's Marquez from Macrodata Refinement. You want to do the right thing for severed people, which is why I need to see my team again. They deserve a chance. Mark, please, They're my friends. You can't just make them disappear.
And because she's one of them, that's why she's fallen for this and why she probably brings them back.
Of course, I bear full responsibility.
Don't you think?
The board's going to give him what he wants.
Oh.
Including Helly. He won't finish without them.
Yeah, it's her.
He won't finish without him. It's something in the work that he's doing
Yeah,
that's
that
really important.
golden, whatever.
Yeah. So it's not about them. It's all about Mark.
Yep.
Mr. George.
Okay. I don't know what Mark's doing on that computer, but it must be the Lord's work because they doing whatever it takes to get him back.
Yeah, I don't understand the significance of what it is, but
yeah,
hopefully we'll find out.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, eventually, but the joy he's about to see when he sees his team back.
This is unheard of.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wood.
3 days of work. I broke a f***ing lease in Grand Rapids. Give me another reason to sue. You, Lumon!
Dang.
See, why is it 9:04?
I bet those numbers have a significance.
I'm sure they
'cause
do.
It's so right in front of your face.
Yeah, I know it does. His team is back.
Mm-hmm.
9:05, 1 minute later. You missed the cue. It was right there for you.
God, it's like putting together a big old gigantic jigsaw puzzle. I love it. I love it though, but it's just like
It's like, and this is like the heist squad. You know how they're being like, here's the, the brains behind the operation. Here's the getaway driver.
Now I wonder what the look on Helly's face is gonna be when she shows up. You think she might be a little happy because
she'll have like that little weird smirk that she has, like her outie has.
Morning, Judd.
I think she might be a little bit happy, just a teensy bit.
No, I'm sure. I still think it's part of her that had them all come back, to be honest with you. I'm sure she played a role. He didn't say good morning to her. You saw that? It was like, nah, homie, we are not friends.
Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, she gonna get a little smirk. She gonna get a little...
No.
But you can still see that she has that feeling. There's a vibe there. Doors.
Look who's back.
She's leaving. She's going somewhere.
Hey!
Yeah, see, she got a suitcase and everything. She's going somewhere.
Hello, Mark. Just back from work.
Mark.
Where do you think you're going?
What do you care?
What do I care? What do I... Who are you?
I thought you were quitting.
I trusted you. I told you what I'd gone through these past 2 years. You were in my house. I ate your shitty cookies.
They convinced you to stay. Was a pineapple involved?
Oh.
You're so easy to sway.
Dang.
I mean...
What, so that's it? You're leaving?
Yeah. I mean, I don't owe you an explanation. She doesn't owe you an explanation, homie.
Why did you do this? What the f is this all about?
He can't really blame anybody but himself, though. Real talk. Why are you looking for answers from her?
You know something about Gemma?
Oh.
That part.
Wow. Well, what you gonna do now?
His sister was right. I mean, that's probably what he's thinking.
All right.
That was quite extreme.
Damn. Oh, he all in. Yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. He's starting to believe now.
He knows she's torn with something. Like, he's like, what does she know that I don't? Like, what is it? Enough for you to literally come move in right next door to me. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that's extreme. You're gonna move in next door and then not want to tell me what's happening?
Ooh, and to be willingly working for a company that might have something to do with the whereabouts of your wife.
Or secrets about, her death.
Yeah. However that may be. Well, so we got an entire episode dealing with the outies, which I did appreciate because the first episode, even though we were super excited to be back, it kind of left us a little like discombobulated because you're trying to figure out how to get your feet right. Like, what does this mean? Why are they back? Why has so much time spent? Why are people fired, rehired, people disappearing? Like, it was, so we get a chance to see it from the other side. Did you get enough out of this episode? I mean, the answer's gonna always be no, but more than what you would expect.
Well, no, because like you said, like it's my brain is still processing. Like, I feel like this show makes me not really understand. Okay. Like in the moment, like sometimes I have to process a little longer than other shows. Yeah. Because I'm like, what just happened? Was that the innie or the outie? What is he thinking? Does he know what he knows inside? Like, are they like? So that part of it is all over the place for me right now. I'm hoping that the third episode kind of like brings it back so that I can kind of figure out contextually, like the innies versus the outies and who knows what and how they know, how much they know, who know, so that part I'm really excited to find out. Like, I love this show for that because but right now my brain is like do.
No, I hear that. It's like a big gigantic jigsaw puzzle.
Yes.
That's been like thrown on the table. And they're telling you, like, okay, they give you the picture and you have to piece the pieces together with the picture, okay? And then they break the puzzle apart and then they flip it upside down and you don't have a picture, but they're like, okay, now put the puzzle back together again. And it's like, dang, okay, no, I can't.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's just too much kind of like going on.
I might get the edges, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Even that's gonna be a little tricky.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
So there's some bigger themes that are kind of like going on. For me, one of the ones that I think is really important is Mark is a lot more important than I really realized. I mean, he's the star of the show, but I didn't really appreciate the importance of how important he is, at least in terms of how the company sees him. All of this, the whole reunion, all of this is because of him. So
his work.
So what are you doing that is so important?
Well, the hard part is, I mean, obviously we know he's significant, and she mentioned like the Golden Something project. So I know that whatever it is that main thing is what they're waiting on him to kind of like complete. And because the wife is involved too. Yeah.
And remember, she went down, whatever that means.
Yeah, but I mean, initially she was, a large part of the whole thing as well. So for the whole family to be involved, there must be a significance of them for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with this whole project.
Yeah.
I don't know what though.
Well, we've seen like other people that was severed. That one woman that was severed who didn't want to go through the pain of having a baby, so she severed herself to run from that. Mark is running from the pain of his loss. It's got me thinking that maybe his wife didn't want to be married to him anymore, or maybe she's trying to run from him. I don't know. In a way, kind of like faking your death is like the new version of what is it called when you work for like the FBI and they have to hide you, witness protection program.
Witness protection.
Yeah, maybe something. I don't know. I'm definitely spitballing.
Yeah.
There was another interesting thing. Go ahead. I saw that thought.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we saw Britt pop up too, Christopher Walken's character. as he was spying back, to see, what Irving may or may have been doing. And Irving seems like he's, vive la resistance. But we kind of knew that from last season, though. So that's not like a new reveal, but he's still continuing to keep in contact. But now Britt is kind of like looking at him. So it makes me wonder, like, friend or foe, what's going on? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they keep I feel like they put these people, like some people that have an impact or that are actually a part of the innies' lives. I feel like they have some significance with the outies, like how you said we saw Britt, right? And then he was on the inside for a minute. And then we have Miss Cobel, and she was on the inside, but she's also his neighbor, like, and it has an impact on his outie life, right? So I feel like, what is it about certain people that they have inside of there that are aware of, like, that are outies or whatever, or they're not severed? Like, what is their significance to the people on the outside? It's like a combo. It's so bizarre. It's so confusing.
Well, you have to kind of like do double duty because any effect to one innie or outie affects the other. So you kind of have to corral both lives. Or at least the company does. So to see the company try and juggle this is what's kind of interesting too as well. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just trying to think, because you said it one affects the other. Yeah, but in my head, like the innies don't really affect the outies.
Well, we just saw a big effect of them taking 39 minutes of their life.
Well, no, that part affects it. Yeah, but I mean, if it's just like the regular routine, then it doesn't affect.
Well, maybe that's why the company's trying to do damage control, because now they see that it can have a real effect on the outies.
Absolutely. That's why they're doing damage control.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's you have to be able to control both, and that's what this is. That's what the season is.
Yeah, and I don't think they really care about the effect on the outies, except for them wanting them to be able to want to come back.
What? I mean, we had one that just was looking for his wife and discovered that he's alive. We had another one that
I said the company.
That is blown. Yeah, the company just got blown up by Helly. Remember when she made the announcement, and then they had to clean that up and say that she was drunk and she really wasn't. So like,
I was saying I don't think that they care if there's an effect on the outies' lives, not just as long as it doesn't affect what's going on with the work with the innies.
I'm curious what you all think regarding that.
Yeah.
So another character that I kind of feel bad for is Dylan. I feel bad for his innie and his outie. You got the innie who thought ignorance was bliss until he found out he had a kid, and now that nothing's going to be the same after that. And we saw what happened in episode 1 with him getting opportunity to kind of like meet his family. Possibly. So that's going to be crazy in itself. Yeah. And then you see the outie version of him where he feels like, a prisoner that's just been released and has been let back into the world, and he has that felony mark that's going to be forever with them attached, and you can't get a job because, felons are seen in some type of way. And now we're seeing the severed kind of like getting that same kind of treatment. I thought that was kind of interesting. And then you brought up the fact, the interesting part about the just doors, going in and out of doors and the significance of that, and them having the conversation of what kind of door do you want to be. So I thought that was kind of like some cool stuff that they were doing.
Oh yeah, and I mean, like I said, throughout the entire episode, you see doors and windows. So it's like, it's fascinating because we're talking about the innie and outie, like, and it's like different worlds, different aspects of who you are, things that you've seen and haven't seen. So there's like these doors, that represent certain things, and windows represent certain things. And so I'm trying to figure out and still processing the significance of all of that. Yeah. And like you said, I'm curious to hear what, other people who are watching the show think. Yeah. Because I know that plays a large part, and that the doors, like opportunity isn't there's no doors that are opening for Dylan because of this. Yeah. So it's like the doors are closed. We're going to a door factory. What's available after this? Like, is there anything available once you've been severed? Right. It's like, no. Yeah. So it's fascinating to me that they're pulling all of that in, and all these different symbols and things that definitely mean something.
Okay, and one of my final ones that I want to, because I don't want to beat you over the head with all of these.
I'm just trying to process. No, I like ideas and concepts. My head is all over.
There's something really fascinating about Helly and her feeling like she's obligated in order to do these things for the company, but then she took that moment to like watch the kiss. And we are assuming, maybe even projecting, that love is the thing that may be missing out of her life. I don't know. I mean, that may not be the case, because I was kind of hoping
could be
that
married for all we know.
Yeah, we don't know too much anything about her outie life. But she spent time to look at it. So that's significant. Do you think that we're far off from saying that she wants love, or is she, is she just a company man,
Company woman.
Excuse me. I know. Man hole, woman hole, company man, company woman.
That's a company woman.
My bad for those that I've offended.
I'm like, that's a company woman now. I don't know. I mean, I do think there's a significance to her watching the kiss, obviously, because she watched it. They wouldn't have had that on there if it wasn't
for a long time. Rewinded it and everything. Yeah,
looked at it up close, blew it up. Probably has it frozen on her phone in a picture, on her desk or something. But it's hard for me. I don't know much about Outie. Like we talked about, we don't know much about her, right?
No.
So, but there has to be a reason, I'm assuming, other than the pressure of her family and their company, for her to actually go through the process.
Yeah.
So there has to be, in my mind, some significance to her Outie for wanting to sever what's going on.
Yeah.
So does that play a part? Probably, because I don't think they would show that if it didn't.
Right.
But I am curious to find out, because for all we know, she could be on her third marriage with 5 kids at home. You know what I mean? Like we don't. I mean,
we don't know nothing about her.
Yeah. So, but I have one question for you before we end, though. Like Milchick, right?
Yeah, Milchick.
And the significance.
That is the company man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Company man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for him, like, he's going out of his way.
Yeah.
To like rectify the situation. Do you feel like there's some underlying reason for him being so like loyal to this company? Like, what is it?
Well, I think here's my thing with it is because there's a lot of religious tones, well, at least that we saw from the first season, or cultish kind of ideas to kind of go along with it. And it's one thing to be a company person, a company man or woman, and it's another thing to be a believer. And I think he's more of a believer than anything else, and because he believes in whatever the history of the company is and that whole indoctrination, that he's buying into that more so than anything else. At least that's what I pull from it.
I could understand seeing that, but I know, like, in the first season, Irving was that person.
Yes.
And it was a whole other
and then
level.
You got it blown up.
But that was like a whole other level to me. Like, so when you say that, I don't view Milchick as that extreme.
Okay.
In my head, because of like how Irving was like all like, I don't know. So for me, I'm curious to his motivation to this extreme loyalty and like what it is about it that he just is all in. I'm curious. I feel like there's got to be more.
There may be. Maybe. Yeah, this was a great episode.
Yes,
Once again, it's just, we leave with more questions than we have answers. Curious what you all think. Yeah, I think that's a good place to kind of like stick a pin in this.
Yeah, because I like I said, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I could go on for days.
Listen, if you've been enjoying the conversation and just the way me and Mikel-Claire chop it up, Mikel-Claire, tell them how they get in contact with you.
Sorry, I'm still pondering. There'll be a link in the description. Super easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah. Hey, thank you all so much for your time. I know you already saw the ad for the Patreon. Oftentimes we do these things in front of a live audience on the Discord, and Patreon members get a special section of the Discord where you can get a chance to watch us do a live reaction, and we can sit there and look at some of your questions, and we can all scratch our heads together. There's a link in the description so you can get to it super quick. Thank you for your time. And we'll catch you on the next episode. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.